managed to get it. You see? Dead on £30 as well. Didn't actually mean to do that, but... Does that look cool? Welcome back, boys and girls, to another Josh's POV video. Now, if you are interested in anything that sort of surrounds Audi or automotive or pretending to know how to work on cars, then this channel is for you, and you probably should subscribe, which is this here. Click. Well, it's not here, it's like under the video. Just click the subscribe. If you are down there where the subscribe button is, you might as well just like the video and also hit the bell icon as well, because you'll be notified every time I upload videos on this heap of scrap metal. Okay. Now, I know I just laughed and joked around a little bit, but this could be possibly my last video on this car, and it sucks. Before potentially I don't get to drive this car anymore, let's just take a little bit of time to just appreciate it with this nice little montage you're about to see. So enjoy. As I mentioned, this could probably be the last time I actually drive this car. And I'm guessing you're going to be asking, well, why? Now, before I answer that question, I want to give you guys a little bit more context. Now, in the UK, there's three things that you need. Three things that you need to be able to drive a car on the UK roads. Number one, that's tax. You have to tax your vehicle to pay for, I was going to say to fix potholes in the road, but we don't seem to do that very well. There's an MOT. So an MOT is basically just like an inspection that your car has to pass to make sure it's roadworthy. And the third thing you need is insurance. Insurance is there to keep you safe and to cover you when you get too confident and end up backwards in a hedge somewhere. Let's just hear this. Ready? Oh. Baby. It's a shame this car potentially might never see the road again. Oh man. Yeah, you also need a valid driving license. But I won't include that in the list because you probably should have that if you own a car. So now you guys know what you need to possess when owning a car and running it on the UK roads. But to further understand why this car might never see the road again, we need to dive even deeper. And dive deeper we shall. Now, if you're not already aware, you may have seen some of the news about insurance prices increasing. Well, at first, I didn't really believe it. A lot of the things I see in the news are pretty exaggerated, so I thought maybe this is just one of them. The best way to understand why insurances are going up is to speak to them directly. So, I'm currently with a modified car insurance called Howdens, and I thought, you know what, I'll give them a call and I'll see who picks up. I was connected with a person named Natalie, and I basically just asked her, why are we seeing these huge spikes in insurance prices? And what she said next shocked me. Natalie started off by talking about the Range Rover situation, and if you don't know about the Range Rover situation, or you're from a different country, I'll explain this for you. Now, in the year of 2023, Land Rover sold just over 1 million Range Rovers, and out of them 1 million Range Rovers, 6,620 were stolen. That's one stolen in every 154 made. 6,000 compared to the million that was ever produced doesn't really seem that much, but when you put this into perspective per days, that's 18 stolen per day in 2023. This huge security issue with Range Rovers has caught the eyes of Mk1. Mk1 had a professional try and steal his Range Rover, and he was able to carry out to steal his Range Rover and drive it off in under 30 seconds.
So, got entry to the vehicle. Plug it into the OBD port, which is right underneath the dash there, easily accessible. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Check so right. So hopefully, yeah, and that's it. less than 30 seconds, yeah, and we're in.
That is unbelievable.
Another point Natalie mentioned is about modern cars being stripped. So rather than these cars being stolen in the dead of night, driven to a location somewhere and stripped down for parts, they're literally being stripped in the streets. I mean, can you honestly imagine waking up in the morning, going downstairs, having your breakfast, going out the front door and seeing most of your car missing? No wheels, no front lights, no bonnet, no doors, no interior, just nothing left but a shell. Now, modern day car developers are always trying to better their technology within cars, and one of the features is keyless entry. And with this keyless entry, thieves are able to capitalize on this, and they're able to steal cars easier than they have ever been before.
We're tracking this Range Rover SVR now. Would that be a car which is difficult to steal?
No, one of the easiest.
In fact, I can almost say everybody here watching this video has seen one of the videos on social media with a guy that seems to hold up something in front of the house, and then next thing you know, the car opens and then they drive off with your pride and joy. As mentioned, cars are now easier to be stolen than ever before. So much so, they're being stolen to order. Now you might be thinking, what does that mean? Cars being stolen to order? It's not some sort of takeaway. Well, it is. People from high up in the crime organisation will literally give instructions to go out and steal certain cars, because these cars may be offering a higher resale value when either the cars could be stripped or simply just sent abroad for a quick paycheck. These vehicles stolen to order can be anything from high-end BMWs or high-end Mercedes, and in some cases, Ferraris.
No one's out here doing it like me, bruv. Ferraris, bruv.
I don't want you to think it's just because cars are getting stolen that insurances are going up. There's so much more to it than that. The sheer number of claims is increasing as people do not have that spare cash that they once had a few years ago, so they have to go through insurance. And when you do go through insurance, the materials that it costs to be able to fix the vehicle have also gone up. And taking all these points into account, these are all aspects as to why insurance is increasing. But there's no tangible numbers. Well, Natalie did not disappoint. She went on to say for every £1 in premium that myself and you viewers watching would pay for our insurances, the insurance were paying out £1.40. And I'm no businessman, but I know that doesn't make sense and that's not sustainable. However, insurance companies obviously know this, and they take on other services such as home insurance to offset the loss. However, if you cast your minds back not too long ago in 2023, there was serious issues with flooding happening all over the country from January all the way through to December. Now, from all that flooding and the damage caused, it's not going to be cheap. The total cost of damage just last year alone in 2023 is upwards of 740 million, and that's been conservative.
Now, I know that was a lot of information, but what does it all mean? A rise in insurance by 30%? In 2024,
doesn't really seem too bad. But do we honestly think it's going to stop at 2024 or stop at 30%? Don't think so. And do we think it's going to come down in price? I don't know. Tell me your thoughts down below, because I know what I think, and it's not positive. 30% in 2024. What about 2025? What about 2026? And what even about 2030? At the rate this is going, there's a potential in the next few years that I won't be able to insure this car. And even if I was able to get a quote come through, it's going to be probably more than the car's worth, and then they expect me to crash the car twice in a year. I'll write off every single time. I don't know. But where does it end? Where does it end? I don't want this video to be all doom and gloom and negative and just a bad thing altogether. I want you to take this video as a message. The message that I want to leave you guys with is that if you do have a car like mine where you only really drive on the weekends and maybe special occasions, or you haven't bought your Pride of Joy yet that you've had your eye on for a few years now, my message is to you to pull the trigger, do it. Because there's a potential that in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, maybe even 5 years time, that we're not going to be able to afford to keep these cars on the road anymore. And obviously they're our pride of joy, they're our passion. So pull the trigger, guys. Treat yourself, enjoy it while you can, and promise me you will drive the hell out of your pride and joy. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed that video. Again, I don't want to make this like a doom and gloom thing, because it's not. I just want to bring the message to you guys that now is the time. If you want to buy your dream car, buy your dream car. If you have a car like mine that's just sitting in the garage not doing anything, and you're waiting out the winter months or whatever you want to call it, Gary, I'm looking at you. Now is the time to pull the trigger, buy that dream car, get your car out the garage, really enjoy this car, because as I said, it is a ticking time bomb and we don't know what is around the corner. So if I have inspired you to do any of that, please drop a like on the video. Also hit the subscribe button as well. Whilst you're down there with the subscribe button, also hit the bell icon as well, because you'll be notified every time I upload. If you guys want to see any particular videos, please drop it down in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys think. And also, what do you think about the insurance thing that's going on at the minute? Have you guys been hit by this? Because I know that everybody that's probably redone their insurance this year has been stung by this, and I know that I am next in the firing line. So, enough talking, let's close out the video. Can we just take a minute to look at this beautiful car? Not very beautiful at the minute, like I said, it does need to be washed. But anyway, that'll probably be in the next video or coming up soon. We need to get this fully detailed, ready for the summer months, because it is fast approaching, as you can tell with the beautiful sun that's just behind me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I have been Josh. This is my beautiful Audi TT Quattro Sport, and let's hope it stays on the road for another year. And that was our POV. Peace out, guys. Now, but never pull the trigger. What the fuck? I don't even know if she saw me. She seemed like... she didn't even look at me. Guys, that was the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me, I swear. Oh, right. Take 47,000. If you do drive a car like... Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm good, yeah. Okay. Right. Take 47,001. No, 2. Yeah, 2.